you gonna say something?
No, I thought you were gonna do it.
No, I thought you were doing the opener.
Okay, just like that, we are live. Sorry, but yeah, I thought Damon was on the intro. Okay, welcome to another, I guess. Welcome to another live rendition of King and we carry. Yes. I'm Troy.
I'm Damon.
And there's nobody here yet.
Yes,
but first and foremost, happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right? Happy Tuesday. I don't know why I'm speaking like we just didn't do a live last night.
Give it
so.
No,
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm a little traumatized from just my mind is a little fuzzy, but we are here or back with another live rendition. The Come Up Atlanta Season 4, Episode 2, yes. Breaking Bonds. Before we get to that, shout out to the people that are going to watch this on the playback. Yes. Shout out to the first person that's here for the evening. So shout out to Replay Gang and shout out to everybody that's going to join us this evening. Chop it up about the Come Up Atlanta, baby. But the
Come Up Atlanta, Georgia. So, do you want to give your general thoughts just on this episode and like I guess the season as a whole, even though it's 2 episodes so far?
Episode was a bit stale.
Okay.
Some juicy bits, some juicy moments, but overall, it was okay. Dion being messy. I'm looking at some people sideways. Like some people are calling friendships or say that they have friendships, but I'm not seeing a lot of loyalty. But overall, this was an okay episode.
Okay.
How did you feel about episode
2? It's funny doing this review right after doing the Come Up. It's funny doing this review right after Chasing Atlanta because you could just see the difference in like how they approach, situations and like just how they go about their lives on the show. But yeah, I don't know. It's okay so far. I feel like the people from this group are I feel like they're a little too petty, maybe a little. I feel like they're so quick to like do the shady. I feel like for me, like when it comes to shade, like I like to wait for my opportunity to shade the person. Right. Whereas I feel like they're so quick to shade each other that it's kind of like petty and it kind of annoys me if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty decent so far. I mean, I'm wondering how the season's gonna go because comparing it to Chasing Atlanta, like we kind of out the gate we saw performances, we saw talks of mental health and like where people are in their lives, but this show is kind of like it's just drama so far. We haven't really seen we seen Milan sit down with his husband, which was cute, but outside of that it's just been a lot of drama, I guess. A lot of petty drama, so it's just kind of like I'm waiting for things to open up. Right. I'm gonna give it a chance, shout out to Pickens Plays that's in the building.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Let's see what he has to say. He said, "Hello, Milan is definitely in charge of the girls. Period." I would have to agree with you. Milan is definitely my favorite so far. Not to jump the gun, but yes, just having fun. I feel like that's another thing that's missing from this show is that people aren't really having fun.
They're taking it too serious.
At least in the beginning of the season, it should be fun. Like the girls should be girling, but now it's just kind of like everybody's starting off with animosity. But I guess it's because they all know each other, from the previous season. Right. But shout out to Ashley Monet. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Yes. But those are any other general thoughts, I guess, from this episode? Or should I move on to
baby, they got food. I mean, we were talking about
finally, but they got food.
They went
in a nice restaurant. Very nice restaurant.
I said, okay. Food look good as hell. I said, depth of the days just going out to restaurants talking or over water. Ice
that
water.
Part. Okay. Yes. Definitely.
Days,
oh my God. But yes, we're gonna get into it. So after the very long like catch up, I guess, because they took a week off, so like they had like a little long intro into like what's been going on in the first episode.
No shit with the intro. I kind of thought I was watching last episode.
I did too. For a second. I was like, did he upload the same episode on mistake? Like, but I was like, oh, it's a compilation of what happened last episode. But we open with Milan and he's waiting for Quay. This episode just had 2 scenes, which was interesting. They had a lot going on in them, but it's just interesting. The whole episode had 2 scenes in it. But yeah, Milan is waiting for Quay outside his apartment, just chilling. And yeah, Milan. I just said Milan just seems very chill. Like I feel like the drama is he's like worried about the drama, but at the same time, I feel like he's the one that's like in the best space. Yeah, it's like he seems like, you know, I'm not really in drama like that. And the people that do have an issue with me is like a dub. I don't really care about it. So I'm living for Milan so far. But he's waiting for Milan. Dion ends up calling. No, he ends up calling Dion just to see like what's going on with him. And I said I like Milan and Dion's relationship. I feel like last season it was kind of weird because they were kind of it was like they were bullying each other. Like it was giving a little like they were both coming for each other randomly. But now it just seems like they're just friends. Yeah. Like they shade each other every now and then, but they're really cool. So I like that. So Dion got that fucking smile, and you already know Dion, when he put that smile on his face, you already know he up to some shit. So he basically starts to tell Milan that he has some tea on somebody in the group, and so Milan is already triggered, like, what the fuck is going on? What happened? And so he tells Milan that I guess somebody said that they have tea on Quay sucking dick. But then he paused. So then even I was kind of like, okay, like, what about it? Like, don't we all do that? We all do that. Like, so, like, what's the issue with that? But then he was like, for money. And so that gagged Milan. And I just want to get your take on that. Before you answer, I just want to highlight Kim Bruley. Thank you for being here, girl. Yes. Appreciate you. Oh, and our good brother in Christ, our cousin, Bubs the God. Thank you for being here. Hey, gentlemen. Hello, chat. Hey, appreciate you for being here. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that little situation? Because I got some thoughts. I'm not gonna lie.
I said Dion needs to mind his own business. It's given that he's mad that I guess he's not sucking on peen or not getting his peen sucked on. I don't know. Dion gets mind your business. It's the for money part for me. Not you putting escorting, alleged sex work on Quay. Now you know we don't shade any type of sex work. You know, sex work is, you know, it's still work. But not you putting that on somebody that you're trying to build a friendship with. Like, that was crazy.
Dion, I feel like Dion is such a weirdo to me. Like, I'm just like, he's funny, but it's also just kind of like, bitch, don't you have something else better to do? Like, you are so weird. Like, bitch. And then he's like, I've been sitting on this for months. I'm like, bitch, you've been thinking about this for months? You haven't said shit? Like, girl, get a life. Like, I'm sorry. Dion is a key for the show, but I feel like if I knew him in real life, it would just be, like, annoying. But I said he probably has one of those boards in his house with everybody's face on it and like tea about them, and then just like the little like connecting dots. I feel like he's that type of bitch, just like a shrine of like everybody in the group, just like some weird shit. Shout out to Spicy Original. Thank you for being here. Yes.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now.
Yes. But yeah, let us know how y'all feel about Dion. I feel like he just on some Gone Girl shit. That'll be a tidbit for later, but he definitely on some weird shit. But yeah, I'm just like, if he's doing what he do, that's his business. I feel like Dion just brought it to the group just to be messy, but I never understand why people get on the show and lead with mess. Like, I feel like get on the show and like start off with like what you're doing with your life, what's going on in your life, what you have to promote.
I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. I got all of my goddamn beard.
Talk about being mouthy. My goodness. Anyway, but yeah, I said Dion gives church auntie like the girl who like who cares about sucking dick? Like, I just feel like it's a little prude to me. He gives me prude vibes, I guess you could say.
You know Dion ain't putting that mouth to use.
It clearly ain't working correctly. I would assume you would see where Shane at. You know, Shane.
Shane hit baptism boots.
It was so bad. Shane was like, "Let me go ahead and wipe over. This is not what I want at all. But But yeah, also just like I feel like we've seen this a couple times on a couple of different shows, like the gays they coming for sex work.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
The gays are some of like the most complicated people ever.
True.
Hypocrites, and I can say that because I am queer, but like I feel like I think I said this before. I feel like it's a kind of like a insecurity type of thing.
Okay.
Like you see this person being free and being comfortable
with their sexuality.
Yeah, who they are, and I guess I don't know what goes through people's mind, but that's just how I feel.
I agree with that.
Have this insecurity, so they judge people who are free and comfortable in their skin.
I wonder if Dion has like grown up in the church, because he just gives me church kid vibes. Like maybe not a PK, but just like somebody who like grew up in the church and like that was very like much less be gay, but you don't suck dick, you don't have sex until you get married. And I feel like that's still kind of ingrained in him, even though like he's obviously out and like having sex and doing things possibly, but like I feel like that's still ingrained in him to where he thinks like that's some tea, I guess. But to me, it's just kind of like, okay, bitch, like in the world, in the era of OnlyFans, like it's not that big of a deal to me. Like I feel like, and it's funny because whatchamacallit said like at this point, like some people will shade you if you're not getting money for sucking dick. Like if you're not having sex and you're not getting a bag out of it. So to me, it's just kind of like,
right, fuck for free.
Yeah, but I still think Dion is a key just because he's just so kooky and weird. But I was like, Dion, now why don't you worry about what's going on in your mouth? What's happening in your mouth? Because we know you ain't got Shane no more. So whose piece are you on now?
Well, he was riding shotgun in that car, and I was like, I wonder.
In Jacksonville, maybe I know it's popping in Jacksonville. So what's going on with your life?
Well, like, Quay gonna spill it.
I hope so.
I hope gonna tell it. Little candy birds.
Not a little candy birds.
You know what the comments
be calling. Look like candy birds. Oh my god. Let's see. Dion likes to be the helpless white woman. Ooh, child, that was somebody else. Like, read the comments of the episode. Somebody else is giving helpless white woman. But we gonna get to it. But yes. But yeah, I just thought that was weird. I said if Dion really cares about Quay as a friend, I feel like he would have just told Quay instead of telling Milan about the situation. Like, why would you add another person in? And if I was Milan, I would have told Dion, like, tell Quay. Like, don't, because, and it's funny because I feel like Milan always acts like he has to carry the mess on his shoulders. When it's like, no, just redirect it back to the person that told you the shit. Like, no, go tell that person.
Twixt.
Very that.
Very Twix.
Very that. That's why they be calling him messy. I still live for him. But baby, don't act like you don't want to be messy.
We see Twix is in the building. Everybody know he's a messy bitch.
Everybody knows.
Damn,
everybody knows.
Hey,
Dion is weirdo. It feels like he spreads mess because his come up is a regular 9 to 5. Like he overcompensates. I can definitely see that. And I was wondering that too. Like, are you kind of overcompensating because you don't really have stuff to show? Which, I mean, you could show us about the medical profession. I don't know how much they would let you film, but
he did show us last season. I think he was like a cardiologist or something.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. I don't think a lot of gay people, I mean, I know there are gay people in that profession, but like they don't really talk about it, I would assume. So, yeah, I do feel like he overcompensates
on a web series yet.
True. I think he also overcompensates in terms of like not being in Atlanta, like not living there.
Right.
I feel like because when they had the dinner, he wasn't there, so it was just kind of like I gotta do what I gotta do, you know.
And you know, the first 2 seasons that he was on the show,
fucked up that engine. Fucked up that engine riding from Florida to Arizona. Hopefully you can write that off on your taxes, because
every weekend. Does anybody know like how long it takes, like to drive from Jackson to Atlanta? Oh my Jacksonville, God. Florida to Atlanta, baby. That's got to be like at least 8-9 hours.
What's the playlist to drive all the way there?
I don't think there is a playlist. I don't think there is a playlist for a drive that goddamn long. You got to have like people in a car just DJing. Like,
yeah, that's the one time. Mulan was being over dramatic, like just spill it already. Damn. See, he takes his time because he wants to be messy, but he be acting like he don't want to be messy. It's like, girl, I call him Dion Diller Bass. I can't.
The acting of his life.
Dion is creating entertainment. Miss Eve, how do you feel about that? Do you think it's actually entertaining? Because I know some people say like it's a show, and I get it, it's a show, and like I'm here for the drama. I just want realistic drama. Like I want drama that is actually like funny and entertaining. This is just giving kind of like okay, like I don't know, it's giving desperation. Dion works at a nursing home. Don't let him fool you. Oh, okay. My goodness.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought it was a cardiologist office.
I think he did say something about that last season, but maybe he changed something. But I don't know. But yeah. Aside from that, yeah, I just said Dion gets sexually repressed. Like he wants to shame, like somebody said, like he wants to shame the girls for what he probably wants to do, or he wants to do something, but like, hasn't been doing it, I guess. But yeah, so they talk about that, and now Milan is stressed because he got to tell Quay. He feels like it's his obligation now, I guess. And so Quay shows up, and Quay is just, talking about how he has a clothing line, he's still acting, he works at the airport. And yeah, I said, can we stop having sunglasses in the confessionals?
Yes.
I don't understand that. I don't understand why you have sunglasses. I need to see your eyes.
Okay.
I need to see the eyeballs. I need to see those eyes.
Where you looking, baby?
Where are you looking? like for real. I need to see where you're looking at. But yeah, he shows up. He has his sunglasses on in the confessional. Mm-hmm. But in the scene, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm only bringing it up because people in the comments of the episode were bringing it up. Did Quay look kind of like tired, or I don't know? I'm trying to be nice about it, but they were saying he looked a little like tired, or like he was, I don't know. I guess he looked kind of off in that scene.
Probably I don't know. Hurt.
That's what I was wondering. Maybe he was just really tired, or he was high. I don't know.
420.
420, yes.
We'll take that and spin it.
Yes,
420.
yes. But what's the guy said? Apparently, being messy must be good for the skin because Milan's skin is fire. His skin is really nice. Maybe it's being married, because he's been talking about that. His whole storyline right now. No shade. So
maybe good sex will make you glow.
That's what I heard. Because I'm a nun. Anyway.
Not the nun.
Anyway. I'm not being shady, but I think Quay looks strung out. Yeah, that's what they were saying in the comments.
Child, why do you highlight that?
I just highlight what I see, child. I'm sorry. I'm not saying he looks strung out. I don't even think Miss Eve is saying that. But like, yeah, he just looked tired. But maybe he just was tired. I don't know. Because people act different when they get in front of a camera. So I don't know. Maybe he just wasn't feeling it.
No shade. I also said, given his reaction to spill, maybe he was just got done suck some dick.
Lockjaw?
Allegedly. Goodness.
I'm sorry. Oh God. Anyway, but yeah, they sit down and talk. Of course, Milan says that he's married, so like, I feel like that's like a reoccurring thing. I mean, I guess he hasn't talked to these people in a while, but it is good to see like that look on his face of just like being happy that he's married, and no shade, I do wonder if like he got married because of the label and not because of the man. No shade, just because the whole like the guy proposing multiple times and like I don't know. He never says like I'm with somebody and we got married. It's always just I'm married, and then it's just like, okay, but what about who's your partner?
Right.
Like even when he said that, Quay was like, okay, well, who did you get married to? Like how long y'all been dating? Like normally people lead up until like then we got married, but he just says he got married. So I don't know. I don't want to nitpick, but we gonna see their relationship play out, I guess.
I said Milan should give Jocelyn and Stevie J. We should spend the season debating whether or not if he really got married.
That should have been a storyline.
Where's the marriage license?
He said, you want to see the marriage license? He asked if you want to see it. So, I don't know. But yeah, I said, oh yeah, so basically they're chatting, and then Milan, of course, takes forever to tell Quay what Dion said about him and what's going on in these Atlanta streets. Um, no shade, but I feel like Quay kind of confirmed it without confirming it.
Just a little bit.
It was kind of given like what I do with my body is my business, which is true.
It's true.
But I want to get to my shadiest moment of him bringing it up, and every time him bringing it up, everybody like, well, did you? Like everybody's asking him, like, did you? Are you sending this money? Like, so yeah, he's basically.
He said he's going to play his pleasure. We're gonna get to that.
Listen, yeah, we gonna get to it, but that's he said that's his business, and I agree with him. Like, what he want to do is what he want to do. Hold on. How long was they seeing each other before they was married? I think since 2021. That's when they like started dating, I think. And now we're in 2023, so I don't know, give or take like a year and a half maybe. Milan giving Kenya more. Not Kenya more.
It is not a pay lover, pay companion.
Paying him. My goodness. Not a pay. Not a ooh. That's a mess.
What's that? The shit we do for last season 2?
Yes. Milan is giving, he's just happy to be married for the sake of being married. He barely mentions the man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he barely mentions dude, like at all. I feel like if I was married, I would be more so talking about my partner than talking about being married.
Baby, my man.
Okay. I just got married, and what you do want to tell the world is with what you do want to tell the world, but it comes across weird. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I just feel
I'd be bragging and boasting if I just was like married.
Yeah.
If I was, I don't know.
But about the relationship, not just being married, though, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, just like, I would be boasting about my partner, bragging about my partner, not more so my marital status.
Yeah, I get that. Child, not common law. They ain't been married long enough to be common law. They haven't been together long enough.
Shout out my common law bitches out there.
Yes, the common law girls. Common law. Shacking up.
Jones and was that Chrissy Lampkin?
Don't bring me in there.
My goodness. What's going on right now? Is this a proposal? Mama Jones will spit up, baby. I'm sorry.
Derail it. If I was, he definitely did that. It's allegedly true. It was definitely given. If I did, once he said that, I was like, ooh. But you know what? That's your business. If you want to listen,
it's for my pleasure.
People doing it for free. So
for their pleasure.
He doing 2-1.
2-1. Don't start that bullshit.
2-1.
Don't start that bullshit.
I'm just saying. Don't we all want some money and we all want sexual pleasure? Well, most of us want sexual pleasure. So he doing both. Like, you mad?
We will be the 3-1 if we're going that way. If we go in that context.
Anyway, let me highlight because you're doing too much. He may prefer to be private. I agree with that, Daniel K. I feel like maybe he wants to be private about it, and I feel like it's weird when like people are like, okay, this was said about you, like, is it true? It's like, why does it matter? Like, even if somebody had told that to me, if I was Dion, I would just be like, okay, that's his business. Like, what does that have to do with me? Like, I know people get paid for their services, and that's their business. Like, and that's what I mean, where it's like Dion comes across as very like not old school, but like just like approved.
Yeah, he might have been raised by older.
Yeah, where it's just like, girl, nobody cares. Like, what? You see people busting it up on OnlyFans all the time. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, can we talk about that ring? Cause girl, ooh, Miss Eve, what you want to say? Oh, I see the Miss Eve. I can't.
Well, it wasn't given Derwin and Melanie from the game.
That's true.
It was better than that.
That's true. Oh my God.
Milan did say that was kind of like the first ring. I think they're gonna go back and get
another one.
Yeah, get another set of bands.
Yeah, it's another band.
Also, yes.
Shout out to Blue Devil Babe. Thank you for being here. Yes, good to see you. Blue hearts everywhere. Yes. Kind of rude with that little babe. But yeah, he was basically confirming it, but not confirming it. I said, Dion's still not in Atlanta? Damn, how long has it been?
Right.
Like, you ain't made your way over here?
2 years.
Child.
Like 3 years.
At least get a nigga in Atlanta. That way you can just be out here. Jesus. Like, I'm disappointed, Dion. Do better. Like, I need you to do better.
Right? Not you get Messi from Jackson.
Messi from far away. You better hope that internet connection sustains, because if not, baby, you're out of here. Okay? You're not gonna do it. You're out of here. Like, okay. For real. I would just be like, boop, cut your ass right now.
What party said you too pretty to be paused on a FaceTime, baby? Listen, no, none of that.
Oh my god. But yeah. I guess we'll see that play out. But yeah, so we get to the next scene. Oh, did you want to say anything else about that scene? Did anything else that happened? Okay. Okay, so the next scene is the group meeting. This is when everybody meets up. Not everybody. We was missing Messiah, Dion, and was that it? Messiah and Dion? That's the only two people we were missing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're missing them. Don't know why Messiah wasn't there. But maybe he heard Leon was gonna be there. No shade. But yeah, so the group meets up at this pretty nice restaurant. Mm-hmm. I was wondering why everybody was in black. I don't know what that was about. Mm-hmm. Like they were showing up for a funeral. But yeah, I said so Judy and Milan kind of talk again. I'm like, not again. Like another situation where they're going back and forth, I guess. But I said, okay, so they're talking. They basically get back into the same like back and forth. Like Milan's talking about throwing a drink. Judy's like, oh, I would have hated to beat your ass, and I'm like, girl, we know that you nor Milan are fighters. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even know why you keep going there. I feel like if you're a fighter, you're not going to threaten to beat somebody's ass too many times before you actually do it. Right. So to me, it's just like, hang it up. But I thought it was funny when he was like, you're going to go to jail for assault. But he's like, you threw a drink on me first. And he was like, a mango margarita is assault. The way he was looking, the way he said it was funny to me. Yes, definitely giving unbothered energy, somewhat. But I said Judy wants to move forward, but he keeps being shady. So I'm just like, what do you want? I feel like it's kind of like a.
Well, you know what Judith wants. Judith wants Milan. Judith wants what Judith can't have.
Did you catch when they got up and they hugged? And he's like, I don't want your man to feel no type of way. I'm like, why would his man feel some type of way? Milan don't want you. Right. Like, no shade, but like Milan does not give like he's sexually interested in Judith. Like at all. No shade. It's at all. Like it's
I feel like if Judy keeps that energy and keeps projecting it, I feel like she feels like, or he feels like Milan the cave.
Not a cave. I don't want somebody to cave into messing around with you. I don't want somebody to just want to do it. Child. Well, it is what it is, I guess. I do feel like if they were cool, they would have a good back and forth. But because of that weird sexual tension, it comes across as draining to me. Sorry. But I did love when he said, "What's this ring right here on Judy's face?" He's like, "It's costume jewelry." I said, "Not costume jewelry." Jesus, I could not. Costume jewelry.
Oh my God.
But okay, so they get back to the table, and now we get this issue with basically Kimmy and Isaiah and Milan, and then I said. Milan said that it slipped out. I'm like, girl, bye. A lot of things be slipping out then if that's the case. Because you're the bone carrier. Mm-hmm. So it definitely didn't slip out. This isn't the first time this happened. But yeah. I said Quay saying that he would rather suck dick than do anal is wild to me. Or no, he would rather do anal than suck dick, I guess. was pretty wild to me. And I said, I know the hostess closed that door to the to the because that conversation was, yeah, that conversation was a lot.
She with the maggots. Right.
You with the maggots, baby. Let me close this door. Cause y'all talking about some other shit. And that's not how we get down. We'll take your money. We'll take your money, but that's not how we get down. No. But that sent me because Quay was just out with it, and then everybody else started talking about it. I was just like, oh, this is a lot. A lot of sexual energy in this room right now. But yeah, so then we get to the situation with Isaiah, Kimmy, and Milan. And so basically Milan didn't tell Kimmy exactly what happened. Basically she was just like, like, this is what he said, or he said something like this, or he said something and I'll let him tell you. So of course when it comes to Isaiah, he starts to backpedal, I guess you could say, and like, oh, I was just trying to understand your pronouns, and I was just trying to understand where you were coming from, and like all of that. And that's obviously not what he was giving in the actual scene with Milan last episode. And so I thought it was a key how the producer stepped in and was like, no, this is what's happened. This is what happened. Like, no, like, this is actually what happened. Yes. So I'm kind of curious as to what they told her and how they told her, because I feel like that also like impacts how I feel about the situation. But yeah, in the middle of that, Sean Dion comes through from the Come Up Miami. Shout out to Sean Dion.
Yes, big shout out to Sean.
And I said I was happy to see Sean. I forgot that he was gonna be on this season. But he has good energy and he's wild and fun. I feel like he's gonna bring a good, like, fun, wild energy to the show. So I'm excited to see that. So shout out to Sean.
I wish Miles Spears would have made a cameo from Miami.
Ooh, he's still chasing after Prince. So no. He got like real obsessed with Prince. It was weird. But yeah, or maybe Lamaj. I would love to see what
I don't mind. Lamaj would Nick that, because Nick that.
Yes, Nick
Miles in his own home. Really did.
Oh my god. But yeah, so production coming in to clear it up. I'm glad we didn't have to wait to the reunion for that to happen. I'm glad it just happened right here. But yeah, that kind of makes like Kimmy like upset, because like obviously like it was shade. Like I think we can all agree that it was shade. But yeah, I just want to ask you, like, okay, so Kimmy kind of like, talks about, why are you talking about my transition? You don't know me. You've never met me. You never got drunk with me. You never fucked a nigga with me. So why, like, we haven't gone through any of these experiences together that would give you more insight to who I am. Right. So why, like, are you speaking on me? And I thought that was pretty valid. He was obviously backpedaling. But what did you think about this whole setup, this whole situation? I guess up until this point,
I kind of was like, why is Isaiah backpedaling? Because everything that he said about Kimmy is on camera.
He said it with his chest.
Yeah. So whatever, I mean, she was obviously going to see it. So I feel like in a moment, it was fucked up. He should have just owned up to it.
It was random too.
Yeah.
It seemed out of nowhere.
Attack out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't care for Isaiah, but I feel like possibly if he had just owned up to the stuff that he said about Kimmy, they could have had a fresh start. But the fact that he was lying, and then Milan was like trying to sugarcoat it, like, this isn't really what he said, or he said it like this, and I was like, no, don't cover for him. Like, you told Kimmy, now that y'all all together, just stand on, what happened, wherever. But I felt like I'm glad that Kimmy stood 10 toes down, and was like, either respect me or don't acknowledge me.
Right.
Why were you even discussing me? We never talked before, so it was just weird.
That is weird energy. Like, to me, I would just be like, you want a moment. Like, you don't even know me yet. You're trying to come for me.
Right.
Like,
Sean even said some people choose like the moments that they want. They either like look for a moment, or they're gonna broadcast like what they do. So Isaiah was definitely looking for a moment.
I also feel like it depends on what you come for. Like, you can say, like, oh, like, I don't like your makeup.
Right.
I think your makeup is trash. Like, okay, that's something we can go back and forth on. But I think if you're trying to go back and forth on, like, an identity, like, something like being, like, gay or trans or black, it's like, that's a whole nother, you know, thing. So to me, I feel like that's more serious than just being like, girl, your makeup is trash or your wig is not laid correctly or whatever. So I think that's a little different. I just wanted to let that be known. So they start going back and forth. I guess, you know, I mean, honestly, they didn't even go back and forth. It was more so just Kimmy being like, this is this. And then he was like, okay. And then he was like, I feel like you want an apology from me. And she was kind of like, who said that? Nobody said anything. Right? I just said what I said. Yeah. And that's going to be that. Yeah, I don't want an apology from you. But yeah, I don't know. No shade, but I feel like Isaiah in that scene and in the scene before, he was kind of acting like his elevator only goes to 2 floors. Not a mouth breather, T.
Not really a mouth breather, but just
oh my god.
That remember when Chappelle spoofed Making a Band and redacted it was that's what I said gets me. Like,
I can't. He was just giving like he was lost in the sauce. And
like,
it was like
he did not know what happened.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, you was being shady. I don't know why you're trying to act dumb now. Like, I hate when somebody tries to like be shady and be like, wait, what? Like, no, stand up in your shade. Like, you said it, so like own up to it. Or if you want to be apologetic, just apologize. Like, I don't understand. But yeah, they weren't going back and forth. It was just kind of like a conversation. And then Judy proceeds to jump in and she's like, he's like, oh, like, well, I get it because like I'm in ballroom and like I know people be asking about my gender identity and like, so I get it, but I'm glad it was cleared up. And so I thought that I don't think this was that bad. I feel like if anything, he could have just said nothing, like, and just let what Kimmy said be that. Like, I don't think he needed to take up for Isaiah, especially since we know that that's not what was going on. Like, again, we don't know what production said, but like the scene, like looking at the scene, like I feel like most people would know, like he was being shady. Right. Like he said that she was confused. He didn't know he didn't know if she wanted to be a boy or a girl, which is clear because she's presenting as a woman and goes by she, her pronouns. So doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that that's what she identifies as. So
you know what it's giving?
What?
Maybe Kimmy curved Isaiah. And that's where the disrespect is coming from.
You think so?
That's where it might be coming from.
I would be interested to see if that's with the case. Like,
you already know like how certain men are, especially like gay men are with like trans women. So like you see a trans woman is you already have that whatever Isaiah's going through, that ignorance in your head. Yeah. And then to have like I guess somebody that you really kind of don't understand.
It's like when you kick like somebody being like catcalled. Yeah. It's like I want your ass anyway. Yeah. Like okay. I see.
Maybe he wanted Kimmy curved him and
that is an interesting theory. Let us know how y'all feel about that theory. I can see that, maybe. Yeah. I said I think Kimmy feels outnumbered in this situation. You know, her being like the only trans girl, only woman, and then the only trans person. I think that is kind of making her feel uncomfortable. And I think it's giving her flashbacks to last season where, you know, the girls were kind of coming for her for seemingly no reason, to be honest. But yeah, I thought it was funny when Kimmy said that Judy and Isaiah could eat each other's dicks because they were like flirting with each other.
Shooting hard eyes at each other.
Yeah, that was funny. But let's highlight some comments just to see what the people are saying.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat.
I see the comments are popping. Okay. Let's see. Somebody said Quay was lit as fuck. I don't know what he was lit on. I ain't gonna put that nothing on him.
Quay was professional. He was lit at the dinner.
Yeah. I said, okay. Milan just be lying. Just say you spilled the tea. Yeah. For sure. Miss Eve said Kimmy got on my nerves this episode. Ooh, okay. I have mixed feelings, but we gonna get to it. Let's see. I love when Milan talks fast he trying to act like he isn't messy.
Yes. I did peep that because when he went to tell Quay about the situation with Dion, he was like, even though we have a relationship with now, other than that, I'm like,
I was like,
girl, you're not an auctioneer.
Right.
Slow it the fuck down.
You know, Southern people either talk really fast or really slow. Or not either or, but I feel like they do that the most. Mm-hmm. But Milan left Messiah gagged at that weight remark.
Oh,
wait.
Because Milan showed Kimmy and Messiah his ring. So Messiah was like, it looks a size too big. And Milan was like, you're a size bigger than when we last saw you. Put down the Twinkies. Yeah, Messiah was gagged. So Milan was like, y'all not going to keep playing on my top.
I want to see that shade session. Because I don't think Judy can really hang with Milan.
Not really.
I think that's what my issue is with their scenes, is that I feel like Judy needs to study a little more. She can't really go back and forth like Messiah can.
Yeah.
And yo, nigga still eat my ass.
Ain't no tight ass jeans.
Right? Child, I hope he ain't eating it tonight. Baby, that's gonna be sweaty. That's gonna be sweaty. I highlighted that one. That it slipped out was stupid. If you're going to be messy and carry bones back and forth, then stand on it. Right. Like, I agree. Like, stand up in what you said. Like, if you're going to be the bone carrier, carry that bone, child. Like, they said it, so why you can't address it? As we like to say.
Yes, you said it. Why the fuck can't I?
Production probably added more to hurt Kim. Ooh, that's why I want to know what they said. I want to know exactly what was said.
Well, she kind of repeated what they told her. I don't know. She repeated it to Isaiah, or she said it. I think she repeated it in the confessional. So it was basically everything you said. He doesn't know. Do you know whether I'm male or female?
Oh yeah, because then he said like, "Why are you on the show?" and all of that.
Not interesting, and all of that.
Damn.
And mind you, this man got jumped in his salon.
Oh, so, I forgot about that.
Not too fixing your lips to be transphobic.
A mess.
You were attacked.
Hurt people, I guess. Right, you know when Milan starts talking, fast forward. The BS is coming. Oh my God. I can't. I love Kimmy. Okay, Jay Milton, thank you for being here. A new face.
Newbie.
Yes. Dan K said Kimmy had a point. Yeah, it's definitely about speaking on her and you don't know her. She kills me with that. Why are you talking about me, mess? People talk about people they don't know every day. You are not exempt. That's a good point.
I mean, that's true, but not to really degrade somebody's transition.
Yeah.
That's kind of different.
I mean, like I said, if he thought that her makeup was trash, then that's different than like being like, oh, I don't know if you're a boy or a girl. It's like you don't know her to even know if that you only seen her. Right. And she presents to be a girl, a woman. So
Isaiah even said, like, I went to your Instagram and I saw like, so you know, like how she presents. So for you to, I don't know. But yeah, like, of course, people gonna talk about you every day. But to like just attack somebody's transition and their like mental state, like, oh, like bitch, I'm not able to please you. Bitch, you confused, motherfucker.
Baby, if you wanna talk about confusion. Shit. I'm confused now. If we wanna talk about confusion.
Because you worried about me and I'm not giving you trying to put the puzzle together and you don't even have the pieces. So it's doing too much.
Yeah, to me it was weird because he definitely did not have the same energy he had in that salon. I don't know if maybe he was just goaded into saying that about her and maybe he had some liquor courage. I don't know, but he seemed like, oh, damn, I don't want to, I don't want to move forward with what I said when I was with you in the last episode. So I don't know what happened. Maybe we'll find out at some point. Kimmy don't need nobody to save her. She can handle it. Okay. She did handle it, though. She did handle it. That comment did seem out of nowhere. I wonder it was Isaiah said with what he said was chopped and screwed to sound worse. Maybe that's why he quit. Maybe. I could see that. Maybe like it being like chopped and screwed, but at the same time, I feel like you said what you said, so it's like I don't really know.
Kind of said it, and then like again, production kind of. I don't really think. I mean, it could be like chopped and screwed, but out of this, when Kim repeated what production told her, it wasn't anything different than what Isaiah said on camera.
Right, that's true.
So I mean, it could be they could have put a bug in her ear, but I think they told her exactly what. Because she's gonna see it, like she saw it watching this episode. So.
True. That's what I said. I thought we was gonna wait to the reunion to see it, but but yeah, I don't know. It was kind of giving shady, and even when Mulan mentioned her name, he rolled his eyes. So I was like, "What's the shade? Like, what's the issue? Like, even if I'm confused about your gender identity, I'm not gonna roll your. It's not gonna piss me off. It's not gonna keep me up at night. I don't care. I just want to be respectful. So." You know, it seemed like they have like an underlying issue. Maybe it's he wants to have, because you know that's a common theme. I want you. That should be the name of this show now. I want you, just because that's the reoccurring thing. But yes, let's see. Especially Original agrees with E. Says she grown, she cleared it. Seems like she wanted them to jump up and defend her honor. It wasn't needed. That was last season drama talking about Kimmy. Huh. But she did say at the beginning of her statement that she was in a good place in her life. Why she let someone she doesn't know affect her happiness is, yeah. Okay, so let's get into it, cause I guess like in the middle of like her talking, or in the middle of them like hanging out, she like kind of abruptly just left and kind of had a breakdown in her car, talking about I don't care about these maggots and the maggot drama. And I was just like, "Wow, like, this is a lot." I feel like
I felt where she was coming from.
I also feel where she was coming from. I do feel like it was wrong for her to call them maggots. I feel like that was unnecessary.
Well, I think she was just addressing Isaiah.
Yeah. Okay, but I feel like still like. You know, he said some rude things, but I feel like you don't want to say something that's gonna offend everybody at the table. Right. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, I see where she's coming from in the sense where, like, again, you're the only trans person, you're the only woman, and people were coming for you last season, and we know where that went last season. She had to fight. So, and at this point, it's like, do I want to fight men now? Like, I don't want to fight a man. Like, so. And I'm not saying it would have gotten there, but like I just feel like that was what was in her mind. So I feel like maybe like that coupled with whatever she's going through in her personal life outside the show, I feel like that kind of led to the blow up. You know, I don't want to take up for her, but I just feel like clearly it was something else going on in her life. You know, transitioning, I'm sure is a big deal. Like I'm obviously not trans, so I don't really know, but I'm sure it's a big deal. Like. You know, it's a lot on your shoulders. So I feel like maybe that coupled with this situation, maybe she thought this could be like her safe space. Yeah. I don't know why, because this show is mad shady. But maybe she thought this could be a place for her to really just like live in her transness and her queerness, and to be checked like that, you know, over her transition. Maybe that triggered her. But I do feel like it was a lot. I feel like, especially after she said what she said and he kind of shut up about it. It's not like he was like, "Nah, you blah blah blah." Like it was just kind of like, "Okay, you're right, my bad." Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, so I don't know why she blew up like that, but at the same time, like, again, like our last review, Chasing Atlanta, check that out. We talked about kind of just like how sometimes gay men and other identities that aren't trans women, like they kind of can't fully identify with trans women, so it's kind of a disconnect. I know some people were calling Kimmy like sensitive in the comments, which I mean I understand, but at the same time, like me not being a trans woman, I don't know what that's like, so I'm gonna have a little more. I'm gonna try to understand a little more versus just saying like you're sensitive, because I don't know what it's like to transition.
I think her blow up was also kind of like she said I was attacked kind of last season for no reason, so I'm kind of here. I'm a new person. Right. I'm new energy. So to be attacked by somebody I don't know is kind of putting me back to where I was like last season. Yeah. So I kind of feel like that's where like the meltdown came from, the breakdown came from. But like I said, I'm not like taking up for Kimmy or like, you know, my head isn't up her ass. Yeah. But
I mean, I want to take up for her a little bit because I understand where she's coming from to some point, I guess you could say. Again, she didn't have to be screaming at her car, crying, calling them maggots. But I do feel like, I get being outnumbered, feeling outnumbered. Because I know if I were like in a group filled with straight people and like one of the people didn't know me, said something about me being gay, and then my friend is kind of like, well, I kind of get it, because it's like, what you mean you kind of get it? You feel that way too? Like, so it's like, I don't know. In a way, I feel like she kind of overreacted, but I do feel like her checking him in the beginning made sense. But someone said Kimmy and Seven blamed it on the moans. Well, I mean, I have heard that does make you a little more emotional, but you can't blame that though. You still have to be able to be in control of your emotions for sure. But did she say it? I already highlighted that one. Loved Kimmy's dress, and I actually like Judy. She's funny to me. I feel like she could be like more funny. I just feel like she's kind of draining at times. Yeah. Like this obsession with Milan, I feel like it's just kind of like weird to me. But I did like Kimmy's dress. It was giving game blouses. Okay, that damn blouse. Let's see. Denise Lux. Oh, hey, Denise Lux. I didn't even realize that was you.
Thank you for being here.
Yes. She also said, I understood both sides of Judy and Kimmy. Kimmy can still hinder herself and be emotional about the conflict. Yes. I feel like when she said you didn't have my back, I think it was because Judy was talking about how he understood where Isaiah was coming from. Which is why I said if I were Judy, I probably just wouldn't have said anything. Right. Or just would have been like, girl, you good? Like, because it's like a sensitive time, know. Let's see. Kimmy's walkout was extra. Like, why wait until you get paid? Wait until she got paid. I mean, the walkout was a lie, especially after the fact. It was kind of like, okay, maybe she was marinating on it. I don't know. Oh, okay, I see. Until you paid the check, just leave. Well, so she didn't want to leave without paying. They would have been on that head. That nice ass restaurant, they would have been like, oh, ma'am, like,
goodness. With a so high IG down, like, this bitch ain't paying, like, right. Goodness.
Like, police would have been knocking on her window, like, this ain't Marietta, baby. You gotta pay this bill.
Oh my God.
You gotta pay this bill. Oh my God. Who was on the phone with her? I don't know. I didn't even know she was on the phone.
I did see her. I did see like a call. I didn't see like the person.
I definitely think she was triggered. I think that's what it was. I don't think it was even fully about Isaiah or Judy. I think she was triggered, which I feel like still should be in control of your emotions. But everybody's human, People blow up. Shit, people overreact over littler shit on this show before. So I mean, I get it. That scene I wasn't ready for, but can't really know how someone may act or feel though. True, yeah. I mean, shit can just hit you when you know. Okay, Spicy Original agrees with Piggins, said it was still light when she left and was still outside the car when she was dark out in the scene. Oh, y'all talking about the scene difference? What was going on?
Between when Kimmy left?
Yeah. Because she said it was dark it was light when she walked outside, but it was dark when she was in the car. But I don't know. That waiter came to the table 3 times and she never asked for her check then. Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. I see. The convo between gay men and trans women definitely needs to continue. Bring forth context and nuance. Respect is important. Yeah, definitely. And I feel like sometimes, like, and I know they talked about this on Chasing Dallas, like, of course, like, you have relationships with these people before they transition. And then when they transition, it's almost like you still think of them as the person before they transition. Right. Not that they're like still a boy, but like you still think you can treat them the same. And it's just kind of like, okay, like she's a woman now, like, and then on top of that, she's trans. So there's more vulnerability there. So it's like maybe have a little more care and understanding. I feel like some gay men, they're just like, you still one of us.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm gonna treat you like you still, you know. And it's like, I don't know. But yeah, loving this conversation. Hormones can be a lot sometimes. I feel for Kimmy. Yeah, I mean, I try to understand where she's coming from. Like, I feel like maybe this may be too much for her. I think it was Judy quitting and walking around with the
My goodness.
not a diaper. I cannot. I can't with you, Miss E. Okay, but yes. So did Kimmy overreact?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Like after what she went through last season, and then to come back this season and have somebody that she doesn't know, you know, just talking about her and like saying she's confused. No, I don't think she overreacted.
I mean, I don't think that she overreacted. I feel like her walking out was a lot, especially since, like I said, the situation didn't escalate. But again, like me not being trans, I don't really know how that feels. Like I don't know how I would feel. Like even if I was with like a group of white people for some reason, and like somebody shaded, like somebody said something a little like weird about being black or like not white, and then I'm like, wait, what was it? And then like, you know, like I'm trying to put myself in her shoes, and if I feel like if I was ganged up, or if I was like the only person at the table, I might feel it differently than if I was just another gay amongst other gays, you know. So I try to think of it from that perspective. But I don't know if she overreacted. I do feel like she could have handled it differently, especially since, like I said, the situation got de-escalated. I do feel like she's still mad about the Judy crashing her car, which I think also added to the "you don't have my back" type shit. So I feel like that also adds to it. And yeah, do you think Judy could have had her back more? That's another big topic.
I mean, no, I feel like Kimmy like held it on her own, or held her, you know, she did what she had to on her own. I feel like if the conversation went left and I said it got aggressive, then I feel like Judy should have defended Kimmy, but no, I don't feel like Judy had to defend Kimmy.
Yeah.
Like
I agree. I feel like I don't think he needed to defend her. I do feel like he didn't need to say anything because I feel like even what he was trying to say about how Isaiah was trying to say it, like we knew that wasn't true. Like we knew that he was kind of meaning it in like a weird way. So I don't know. Like I feel like he should have just said nothing. But
Judy saw Isaiah in them veneers and he was stigmatized.
them white teeth. I'm sorry, the TEEF.
My goodness.
Them teeth. Baby. But yes, definitely let us know what y'all think, because I know this was the hot topic in the comments of the episode. So definitely open to y'all thoughts. I already highlighted that comment. Shady. And Messiah leaving the show. Messiah not leaving the show. So Messiah is still there?
Oh, and not Messiah. No, Messiah left the show.
Oh, and not Messiah leaving the show. Okay, so the girls are dropping like flies this season. Damn. Okay. I think that last season really put a bad taste in a lot of these people's mouths. I think it was supposed to be something fun and like, you know, of course shady and drama was supposed to happen, but I feel like it's gotten to a point where it's kind of negative and toxic, I guess. And so I feel like that's probably leading to people.
Okay, yeah, that was my bad. It was leaving. Isaiah, not Messiah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Isaiah. Sorry.
Well, my commentary still stands. I feel like I want some fun stuff. I need somebody. I need someone to come in and kind of change the energy on the show.
I feel like Tag should come in and kind of switch up the dynamic.
No. Tag will only add to it. He don't talk about nothing. They need the therapist.
Oh yeah,
they need the therapist. Okay. Not the white from the Circle NYC. They need somebody else to come in and change the energy.
I would be here for that.
Yeah. I would love to see them do like a workshop together just to kind of better understand each other, you know? Maybe production told him to talk about Kimmy. I thought about that too. I thought about that too, but
He
I'm
would
not
be a
sure.
dumbass for taking the bait.
Yeah, don't. If somebody tells you to do something, don't do it. Like that's
Especially like if you're gonna attack her transition, go for like like you said, the makeup, the wigs, the clothes,
right?
But like don't attack like her gender.
Mm-mm. Them teeth came straight out of the package.
My goodness. I
can't. That just gave me heartburn. I can't. Messiah leaving the show. I thought Isaiah left. I guess they both left. Jesus. Oh my God. Question: are y'all Blaze right now? I'm definitely a little wine tipsy. I think you're Blaze though. So if we're acting a little kooky, I guess that's why. But thanks for spilling our tea, Bubs. Thanks for letting the girls know. Oh my God. But yes. And that was pretty much the episode, honestly. Like, it was a short episode, 2 scenes. A lot happened. I will say my favorite is Milan so far. I'm enjoying him just being unbothered. I hope we see more of his relationship and just how they cohabitate, how they live together, how they communicate. I would love to see all that. I mean, I will say I'm kind of disappointed that Isaiah decided to leave just because I wanted to see maybe this story grow into something else. Maybe like it was a misunderstanding. Maybe like as he stayed on the show, we would learn more about the situation and like not to say that he was right, but like we would see him maybe grow and like just how he feels about trans. Yeah, so I'm always here for like a redemption and seeing people like grow as people. But yeah, Kimmy, I think Kimmy seems like she might also quit the show. It just seems like it's a lot for her right now. And her
Kimmy should have probably did the new show Gemini Filmz is doing.
The Dolls. Yes, The Dolls.
The Dolls.
Yes, I'm here for it. I mean, I saw that the little trailer they put out, baby. If they had replaced Kimmy with one of those girls, Isaiah would have had his ass beat. That's what would have happened. Those girls look like they listen. They're fine and they throw them hands. Like I don't play about me and mine. So, this has been episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2. No shade to Gemini Filmz, but I don't know why I keep thinking it's like episode 4, episode 5.
I don't know why either.
No shade,
baby. They after the episodes. All I saw in the comments was, "Is it once a month now? Where's the episode?" I'm like, "Damn, we missed a week," and y'all are like,
"Yeah, episode 2."
Yeah. Denise Lux said, "I missed season 1. Quay. I know he was younger then. Season 1 is the best one." Yeah, he just seemed very tired this episode. I don't know, but maybe next episode we'll get him his usual like upbeat self. I'm excited to see Sean. Like I said, Sean is hilarious. Shout out to Sean. I think he's gonna bring good energy to the show. But yeah, I'm excited to see who else they bring. Shane came through. I'm sorry I didn't even mention that. Shane came through. Talk about how the girls was dragging him last season. I said, well,
playing the Dion face.
So, I mean, I wonder what's going to happen when they cross paths. Even though it seems like there's no bad blood, I guess. Wait. Will the next episode come out February 2024? Don't do Gemini like that. He missed, 1 week? 2 weeks. Oh, never mind. No, I'm just playing. I thought he's working on a lot of shows. Yeah. So, this is a Gemini Film stand account. I guess you could say. Yeah, it is. We live.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that.
We also stand chasing reality.
Yes, we enjoy chasing reality. Yes. I'll say.
Okay.
But yes, Spicy Original. Looking forward to the Dolls too. Yes, I'm looking forward to that show. We will definitely be covering it. Might have a couple of special guests coming through, to speak on that experience. Because we burn out in that. So, I look forward to covering that show. But, anything y'all want to bring up from the show? Should we bring up callers or how should we do this?
Yeah, we can bring in a few callers.
Okay, we're gonna drop the link. So anybody who wants to, come up and kind of give their thoughts on the episode or just, talk about like, anything that they want to talk about from the show, feel free to let us know. Oops. He said, Karan was a little late with the episode and they trying to call him. Let's see. Sidebar, do y'all plan on reviewing other shows? Maybe something scripted? I would love to do something scripted. I think we would probably stay in like the gay, black gay like sphere. Yeah. But I would love
definitely
to
branch out and do like scripted content and movie, television shows.
Because there's some movies on Tubi. I mean, we just watched one, and that one gave us
that one jump out this damn window. Right
yes, that one gave us some trauma for sure. But yeah, we're definitely thinking about doing some scripted content, some different content, just to diversify our channel. But what do you look? Oh my God! Not you thinking about that movie.
Terrible.
But so like, what do you want to get out of this season? Like, what's like a couple of things that you want them to do, or you would like them to do?
This petty bullshit. I don't want to hear any more about. I don't want to hear Judy mention Milan's name anymore. I don't want to hear Milan mention that he's married without mentioning the fact that he has a husband that he is married to. I don't want to hear Kimmy drop the F word, the N word again. But hopefully
the N word,
maggots.
Oh, okay. The M word. Okay.
No, you did not the N word.
I was about to say, excuse me. What?
My goodness. But, just like them to mature and grow, actually become like the entrepreneurs and the creatives that they are or should be on this show. It's just like there isn't a lot of coming up.
Yeah, I enjoy this show, but I always feel like this show is like, I mean, because of course, like chasing reality and then like the come up, like in Gemini Films as a whole, like those are like the two top like web series, and shout out to them for getting there. But I always feel like because like the come up, they're seemingly younger, I guess you could say. It seems like they kind of get stuck in that like almost like childish antics where they're like more so consumed with like the drama and what did this person say about me and let me shape this person versus like what am I doing in my career? How am I, And I feel like chasing Atlanta, they're getting to the point where they're like, okay, I need to show what the fuck I'm doing. That way business will come to me because I'm getting to the point where I need to progress in my career.
Right.
So I just think it's interesting to compare the shows. Let us know what y'all think about both shows. We love both shows. Shout out to both of them for working so hard to get the shows out there to us. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to see just some growth. I would love to see them get to know each other on deeper levels because I feel like every time that they come together, it's on some shallow shit. It's on some like we're going to eat, we're hanging out at the club, like, and I just want to see them like really get to know each other. Yeah. And like if they did, they would have a better understanding of each other. If that makes sense. But yes, let me highlight this comment because I know somebody is here. I think y'all would really like the season 2 of Surviving 305. Season 1 was pretty dope and a healthy balance of drama and real come-ups. Okay, thank you for the recommendation. Okay, look into that. Okay, so we got Ashley here. Yes, once again. Let me add to the stage. Hey, can you hear us?
Hi.
Hey, Ashley, what's going on?
Can you guys actually hear me this time?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, great. I just wanted to know, okay, so who's you guys' favorite each from the come up so far?
Okay, favorite from the come up? Ooh, so far, I guess it would be Milan for me.
I would say Milan too. I just think Milan like has the best. I feel like he's approaching like the show with the best mentality. Like he doesn't seem too like bogged down by the drama. I feel like Judy is just obsessed with Milan. I feel like Quay, we haven't really seen much of Quay yet. Messiah is still stuck with Milan. I just feel like Milan is the only one that's just like, let's have fun. Right. What's going on? Let's do, So who's your favorite?
I would say Milan. Milan is given very much like I got a man at home. I ain't got time for y'all drama. Like
Period.
Because he left that dinner
I'm
like, this is my
happy in my life.
anniversary.
Y'all can have that.
Right.
I'm not mad at it.
This I'm going
Um,
home to my man.
exactly. And then which show would you say like you're more excited to look at? Like which show are you looking forward to coming out the most?
Ooh. Between the two shows that we review, ooh, that's a good question. What would you say? Do you know? I'm trying to think. I feel like
But between the shows that we're reviewing right now, I'm probably more excited to review Chasing Atlanta. Because even though
okay.
even though the whole I'm sorry, Kane, Tag, down storyline is kind of repetitive and redundant. It's kind of like Chasing in a way like the characters are entertaining.
Yeah.
So no, we hear the same story like a million times, but Kane is so entertaining that like I don't mind hearing the story. With the come up, it's a little different because there isn't really the drama is just nitpicky.
Yeah.
They're obsessed and kind of really mad at Milan about nothing, so that's where it kind of loses me. But
I agree.
the show that I'm really, really looking forward to reviewing is The Dolls, the Gemini film
yes,
show. So
I'm
really
here
looking forward to
that
and just seeing like how they spotlight or highlight trans women.
People.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to
that'd be really cool.
What about you?
I don't know. I feel like I do look forward to Chasing Atlanta because I do like to see like the making moves and like performing and like just going places.
Mm-hmm.
But I also look forward to the come up because I feel like it reminds me of like where I've been, like, because of course I've been in like groups of gays where like we have drama, but we also have fun and like it's just like messy, but it's fun because we're young and it kind of reminds me of that. But I do want to see them grow and progress, and so I do look forward to seeing that and like hoping that happens. So
I feel like the come up is given a little bit like high school, somewhat like college drama.
Right, yeah.
Is very like kind of some of it is immature. It's like are we really arguing about this?
Right.
I feel like on Chasing we're getting into more adult arguments or topics, how to be a good friend, like figuring out what it is you want to do and how other people are affected around you by that. Like with Wayne and his mom being sick and him not having that relationship with his kids, but him still trying to figure out his life.
Right.
I think like just for me, for my age, I just turned 36. Chasing is more where I like what I'm more excited to look at. I kind of come up interesting. It's like, okay, yeah, this is cool. It's it's funny at times or whatever, but it's definitely given more like high school drama.
Yeah. And it's weird because I feel like they're like I feel like I'm like the same age as the people on the come up, so it's just kind of like, okay, like are we gonna like grow? Are we? Because they're dealing with these issues, but it's like, and you see them deal with the issues, and it's like the wrong way. And it's like, damn, it's like I wish you would have like just talked to this person or minded your business, or like. So yeah, I definitely understand. But yeah, I'm excited for the Dolls too. I think that show will be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a really good show.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, I would love to see y'all do some like scripted shows or, like something different, maybe like the Mister or like like it doesn't have to be exactly that, but something along those lines of like scripted gay shows or like it might be interesting.
Yeah, I'm because we always talk about like storylines and like all of that, and I feel like if we step outside of reality TV, we might like really get what we're asking for. So yeah, I definitely think that our next show should be like something like scripted. I think so. Definitely. We'll put that in the works. Thank you so much for like bringing that to us. Actually,
yes. And if you guys
problem.
If you guys have any suggestions on like shows that you would like for us to like review, drop them in the comments.
Yeah.
I would love to see y'all do the Deception. That's what I was trying to say last week. Like, I really like Rico as far as like what he does outside of Chasing.
Okay.
The problem with Rico is he allows all the drama that surrounds him to stop what he's doing. So you get into an argument with Wesley. Now the deception is like completely ruined. You're not even on it anymore. Or you get into this argument with this person. You're not friends anymore. All the business falls apart. So it seems like he allows petty stuff, or even if it might be something that's a little bit bigger, he doesn't seem to think about the people who want to see him, or the fans of the show, or anything like that. He all that goes out the window when he gets angry.
Damn, I didn't even know that they fell out. But I mean, that's interesting, and it's crazy how like people be on these shows and they have like these like situations, and it's like somebody like from the outside can look in and be like, hey, like this is what like you're ruining your opportunity by doing this, and it's like, damn, I didn't know.
Right.
So wow, maybe I should go on a show like this and fix all my problems. Like, people be like, you're acting like this, you need to do that. Like, oh, okay, maybe I'll consider it. Like, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm so glad we can hear you this time. Like, it must have been us.
I think it's because I was in the hallway. My son discovered the pencil sharpener and decided he was going to sharpen every pencil in the house.
Oh, that's
so I was standing outside.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley. Yes, you have a good night.
You too. Have a happy Thanksgiving, guys. Bye.
You too. Bye. Nice. Yes, I love Ashley. She's so cool. Yes. Giving us suggestions too. Yes. She said you can have that one for free. Let's highlight some more comments. Yes, definitely considering 305 Live. I think is Lamaj a part of that?
I think that is a show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we will look into that because I've heard good things for sure. But Milan is the one that brings the drama to the group. Yeah, I think Milan is definitely bone carrying, and like I said, like I feel like he feels like it's his obligation because it's being told to him. Yeah. But then in reality, like you don't have to take it on. You can say, "Why are you telling me?" Right. Like I would have been like, "Dion, why the fuck are you telling me? Tell Quay, like the fuck? Like why are you telling me?" Like So I don't think he's ready to let go of the bone carrying title yet. So the original said yes. 305 surviving 305 is such a great balance of the two. Okay, definitely gonna have to check that out.
Because I feel like the Heights was like that.
Yeah,
it was like a good balance of drama and then the come up.
Yeah,
like, I really like season 1 of the Heights. Shout out to the Heights.
Yes,
I Like Media.
Yes,
Marco Blaze, Dalmain,
yes.
Savior.
They were a key though.
They were a key. Baby, you were talking about being in charge of the girl. Dalmain was in charge of the girl.
What did he say? Oh,
don't try to compare your shit to what's going on over here, you fucking bitch.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck out of Marco.
That show is
my
so funny.
Baby. Yeah. They over here through that drink on Marco.
That's what I was thinking of. Yes. Through that drink. Oh my god. Yes, check out the Heights. Yeah, y'all gotta go. And the Hamptons. But yes, check out the Heights. Yes, really I think they're doing a season 2. Hopefully it's still in the works. But yes, good show. Thank you so much, Daniel K. We be trying.
Yes, thank you.
Hanging on by thread.
They
yeah. So but yes, thank you so much to everybody who showed up. Definitely feel free to leave a like. Thank you to everybody who's gonna watch this in the playback. Thank you for Ashley for coming up and giving her piece. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, next time anybody feels free to come up and speak their piece, definitely open to it. So unless you're tired, then we might just end. But yes, everybody have a great night. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, stay safe, eat well, baby. Send us plates.
Yes.
Miss Eve, if you here, baby, we'll even take the hot water cornbread with the raisins.
And we gonna post that jalapeno cornbread that we talked about in our last live.
We gonna post that for y'all.
Yes, because it's delicious. Yes. But yes, this has been Key and Carrie, where we key
and we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Good night, y'all.